So hello dear students, in the previous lecture we have studied about the Miller indices. Miller indices are very important to study the anisotropic properties of crystalline solids because the properties of crystalline solids depends upon the directions in which we measure the properties. So it is very important to understand and define the directions and crystal planes present in the crystalline solids. So continuing to the second part of the Miller indices lecture, few of the students asked about queries in my first lecture that how this angular bracket 111 represent family of 8 directions. So now I will show you those 8 directions. 111, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 1, 1 bar, 1 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar. So these are the 8 body diagonals of the 8 cubes, 4 in the same plane, so 4 below. This is a body diagonal having all the 3 positive axes. This is a body diagonal having all the 3 negative axes. This is having x-axis negative, y-axis positive, z-axis positive, and so on. And these are for 2 negative axes x and y with one z-axis as positive axis. So these are 8 equivalent directions because all these 8 directions represents body diagonals. So they are represented by this angular bracket, a family of 8 directions. So now I think it will be very much clear to you people. One more point we have studied in the previous lecture as if a plane is parallel to any of the axes, then intercept of that plane for that particular axis will be infinity, hence Miller index will be 0. So this point is very important point, and now we will elaborate this point with the help of few examples. So now if we are to find the Miller indices for this plane is parallel to x-axis, parallel to z-axis. So Miller index for x and z-axis will be 0. For y-axis it will be 1. Now coming to this plane, and it is parallel to y-axis and z-axis and cuts the x-axis. So Miller index for y and z-axis will be 0. For x-axis it will be 1. Now consider this plane. This plane is parallel to z-axis and cuts x and y-axis. So its Miller indices will be 1 1 0, 0 for z-axis. So now this plane, it is parallel to y-axis, parallel to z-axis. So y and z Miller indices will be 0, and it is on the negative x-axis as this is the origin. So it will be 1 bar. So now we try to find the Miller indices for this plane. If this is A, then this will be A by 2. So the intercepts of this plane will be A by 2, parallel to y axis 0, parallel to z axis 0. So now we have to find the multiples. It is half, it is 0, it is 0. Then we take the reciprocal 2, 0, 0. So these are the Miller indices. Here x axis, y axis, z axis. Let this is A, let this is B, let this is C. A, B, C. Multiples are 1, 1, 1. Reciprocals are 1, 1, 1. So this plane is represented in terms of Miller indices by 1, 1 and 1. So this is how we represent planes and directions using Miller indices in 3 dimensions. So now we will do few numericals for Miller indices. Obtain the Miller indices for a plane having intercepts A, B by 2, 3C. So intercepts are step number 1 A, B by 2, 3C. Step number 2 get the multiples. So now we will express the intercepts as multiples of A, B and C. So that will be 1, 1 by 2, 3. Then take reciprocal. 1, 2, 1 by 3. Convert them into integers. Converting to lowest integers. So for that we will multiply each by 3. So it will be 3, 6, 1. So this will be the plane. Which will be having intercepts A, B by 2, 3C in terms of Miller indices. One more numerical. Find the Miller indices for a plane having intercepts A by 2, B, 2C. Solution. Again we will follow the same 4 steps. Given intercepts A by 2, B, 2c. Express the intercepts as multiples of A, B and C. So it will be 1 by 2, 1, 2. Third step, take reciprocal. 2, 1, 1 by 2. Convert to lowest integers. So by which number we should have to multiply so that these 3 will be converted into lowest integers? 2. So it will be 4, 2, 1. Keep in mind no comma should be used here. So this will be the answer. It will be the plane in terms of Miller indices having intercepts A by 2, B and 2C along the 3 coordinate system. So these two numericals are of almost similar kind. Now next numerical, it is of different nature. Determine the Miller indices for a plane. That make an intercept of 2 angstrom, 3 angstrom and 4 angstrom respectively on the axes of an orthorhombic crystal with A ratio B ratio C equal to 4 ratio 3 ratio 2. Solution. So as intercept is 2 angstrom, intercept along x-axis is 2 angstrom. So we can write it with n1 into A, 2 angstrom. Because when we are to represent a point on the axis, if this is this point, then it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6A. Because along the x-axis, A is the primitive unit vector. So as intercept is 2A, so n1 into A is primitive unit vector along the x-axis, so 2 angstrom will be n1 times that unit vector. Similarly, n2 into B, it will be 3 angstrom for y-axis, and 3 into C, it will be 4 angstrom. Also, as A ratio B ratio C is 4 ratio 3 ratio 2, so we can write A as 4x, B as 3x, C as 2x. So from these two equations, n1 will be 2 angstrom divided by A, so it is 2 angstrom divided by 4x, it is 1 angstrom divided by 2x, n2 is 3 angstrom by B, it is 3 angstrom divided by 3x. So it is 1 angstrom divided by x. And 3 is 4 angstrom by C. 4 angstrom divided by 2x. It is 2 angstrom divided by x. So these are simply the multiples. So multiples of A, B and C we have found, and they are 1 angstrom by 2x, 1 angstrom by x, 2 angstrom by x. So take common. So these will be converted into numbers like this. Then take reciprocals. Two, 1, 1 by 2. Convert into lowest integers. Multiplying by 2. So this will be 4, 2, 1 plane. So this plane will be 4, 2 and 1 plane. So this is the answer. So you can solve some more numericals of similar kinds, as I have touched almost all the different kind of numericals. Pictures of planes. Then direct intercepts are given, those numericals are done. Here ratios are given, then even we can calculate very easily the crystal planes in terms of Miller indices. So try to solve few of the numericals of your own. If any doubt, share with me. Thanks a lot for today.